Hey there everyone, Hitesh here, back again with another Sunday Live. I hope everybody is doing great and I will be waiting just for a few minutes because I know a lot of people will show up. We have been waiting for a little bit while. I am a little early by the way, it's 2 minutes early. Hey there James, hey Pascal, hey Deepak, how are you? I hope you are doing really well. Hi Nikhil, I noticed Nikhil there watching and catching me up in all the live sessions, almost all. So Nikhil, Dusane, thank you so much for joining me in. You have been really constantly getting all of this. So I message you on Messenger. Please reply. I will surely. Noman Khan ask, आपको हिंदी आती है? बिल्कुल आती है. Thank you so much for asking. But it's really good because if I'll do all of these videos in English, it's better because a wider audience can listen to me and can get benefit in programming and as well. Because in the southern part of the India, Hindi is not so much common, so it's just a language, nothing much more to be there. English is just a thing that conveys my thought to you and your thought to me. That's it. That's all about it. So let's get a few questions here. Nandini, Nandi, your videos are really good. Thank you so much. I did really worked hard on those videos, every video in fact, and result is really amazing. So, okay. So let's wait for a couple of more minutes. Let's start it within a 1 minute or 2 minutes. In the meantime, you can hit that like button. I'm waiting for people to show up. A lot of people have already showed up. You can hit the like button in the meantime. And we're gonna start our live sessions. Okay, so let's start the live session and I hope all of you have watched the previous video where I told you that I'll be a little bit busy in the upcoming 2 weeks. So definitely you will be getting screencasted videos more because I'm able to carry my laptop and can record those videos there and can push them to the YouTube. I will be back with these kinds of face videos later on a little bit. So that's the update I wanted to give you. Okay. So let's start with the Q&A section. You can throw up your questions. Okay, so Akash Joshi asked, actually I want to ask whether I can become app developer with Python language. Probably there might be some framework with the Python, but I'm not pretty sure. And I would not advise you to go in the against direction of the wave. If you want to become an app developer, your choice of language should be really, really good. You can get started in the iOS development using Swift programming language, or you can use Java for Android development, or maybe Kotlin in the Android development as well. If you are looking up for another kind of different situation there, you can go ahead and get started with JavaScript using React Native, but I highly recommend to get started with the React JS first. React JS is kind of a bare bone minimum basic for getting started in React Native. With React Native using JavaScript and of course ES6 version, you can actually write the code which can be later on compiled or transpiled into iOS as well as Android apps. So I hope that answers your questions really detailedly. Any videos on JavaScript? Hello Partho, JavaScript is there on Learn Code Online, entire course is there. So I think probably for upcoming few months there is not going to be any JavaScript on the YouTube. Okay. Uh, I started learning Android from Udacity for free. Hey, usual, that's great. You have just got started, so I would say that's a great news. Wherever you are learning, what is affordable to you, that's completely okay. I have no problem at all. In programming, important that GATE CSC paper. I don't talk about the GATE, BTech, BSc because that's completely a personal decision. I don't talk about it. Okay. Okay. Sir, after 12th, how to learn programming? Hey, Omkar, I have started a website, Learn Code Online. You can get started learning programming there. Also, you can be constant at the YouTube channel where I will be teaching a lot of new stuff. So again, go ahead, check out Learn Code Online. You can really get started there. Okay. Selvin says from Philippines. Hey, Philippines is really a great country. I know I do have a couple of friends there. They are starting and they are managing actually OWSP chapter there. They have invited me a couple of times to visit them, but I didn't got time to go there. But yeah, I will be going up there. Okay, how can I make command in Java? Code every single day, code every single day. And moreover, importantly, do a variety of projects like calculator, billing system, Android apps. The more you will be doing the projects, the more you'll be facing the problems. And problems makes you amazingly good in any programming language. So go ahead, get started with that. JS Kruner says, have you ever worked on AR app? I am about to release a few videos on AR and ML kit, which is augmented reality kit and machine learning kit. I have worked in it, but not so much because it's just being released. Nobody is actually a professional in that right now because it's just about a couple of months that it has been released. But definitely, I will be releasing a couple of app videos that will show how this augmented reality and machine learning can be utilized in iOS app. That is amazing. And Apple has made it amazingly simple so that you can use augmented reality as well as machine learning just like a breeze. You don't have to learn Python and all these things. Everything is ready to use and you can take an advantage of that in your app. So I'm really impressed with that. I will shortly be releasing a couple of videos to show you how the augmented reality and machine learning looks like. Okay, so Ronak says, do you have Udemy courses? Yes, of course, I do have a lot of Udemy courses. You can check that out. You can ping me at my Facebook. I can show you the link there as well, along with the coupon. So reach me out. Okay. Hi, Maharshi. Hi, M Star. Sir, make a video on competitive programming for beginners. Probably it's not in my to-do list right now, but surely I will try to do that. Okay, Maheen, wow back. Okay, Saptanshu, I hope I'm not really good in pronouncing all of the names, but I'm trying my best. Okay, so okay, IB LBL book ID dot text book ID. I don't know what you are writing there. Hello, doing great job. Respect from Pakistan. Hey, hello from India this side. Thank you so much for loving me there as well. Uh, what about NetBeans IDE? No, I'm not a big fan of NetBeans IDE. I rather prefer IntelliJ, which is far more effective and far more awesome compared to NetBeans. But NetBeans actually gets advantage in one domain, that is creating the GUIs. The NetBeans is far more amazing in creating the GUI apps. But apart from that, writing the plain simple Java code, I would prefer IntelliJ or maybe Eclipse. But moreover, IntelliJ now. I used to be a big fan of Eclipse, but I right now write every code whenever I had to. I rarely do avoid that, but whenever I had to write that, I use IntelliJ as my daily driver. Okay. I'm in BTech second year. Is it enough time to grab skills in coding and programming? Of course, of course. If you are doing, let's just say BTech, you might be having 2 more years, and 2 years are way more time, way big time. If you spend, let's just say 2 hours a day, within a month you are spending 60 hours. That means you can at least master one language along with the products easily. But you have to be consistent and constant there. Okay, will WebAssembly replace JavaScript? No, I don't think so. It's going to replace JavaScript because the roots of JavaScript are too deep into the web. It's really hard to pull that off just like that. But again, WebAssembly is looking pretty good. But I don't think so. It's going to replacement. It's going to be always a cherry on the top. Whenever the new thing comes up, it's not always a replacement, like in the Objective-C case and Swift case. But always, it's good to have new technology. They are being designed to help us. So adjust there. So always welcome the new tech. Okay. Sir, please tell me about machine learning. Okay, Akash, machine learning, I really wanted to make a couple of videos on machine learning. Basically, if you might have heard about the term, it's really easy. It's not that much hard. Machine learning is not a replacement of writing programming codes. It's all about training your data. Let's just say you write an algorithm, that algorithm is fetched with a number of datas and that algorithm get trained by a lot of number of data sets. And that data sets help us to predict further things programmatically there. So it's not something which is replacement of a programming, but rather an advantage And one of the key domains where machine learning is impressively being used is in the cancer detection, because a lot of doctors cannot just see that and can find out the cancer detection. So machine learning is being applied by a number of data sets being fetched to it so that it can find the cancer cells pretty easily. So yes, the advantages are pretty humongous. I highly recommend to check out Sundar Pichai's video in the Google conference. He has amazingly demonstrated a couple of usage of machine learning that Google is trying to do. So very impressive video. Go ahead, check that out. Okay. Can you explain why most programmers dress so simple? That's t-shirt and jeans. It's easy. It's easy. I don't have to be worried about what I need to wear to go live, what I need to wear in that video, or what I need to wear. And all of the things are already going on in our head. There are a lot of variables, constant functions that are not working. So at least I like to be simple in that particular case. It's so cool to me. So that's why I wear always a t-shirt and jeans. That's it. Okay. In which I will do BTech CS or EC, completely a personal choice, Rishabh there. I don't really say that, hey, always go with the coding and programming. Hey, whatever you like to do best, just do that, because you always find me passionate about programming because I love it. If you love that, don't listen to anybody, just do that. Okay, I read in newspaper that 2018 there will be more than 1 lakh jobs in hardware. So is it a good time to learn CCNA or hardware course? Always, always. CCNA and all these hardware related courses are always going to be there, because whenever we write the code, like I'm using Amazon Web Services there, I need somebody to manage my hardware. I'm writing code on Firebase or anything. So hardware is an essential part of everybody. It's always going to be there. I started learning Android from Udacity. Is it good? I haven't taken that course. I haven't taken much look at the course. I cannot tell is it good or not. If you're learning from it, that's good. That's good. If you are learning, you are able to make 2, 3 apps from it, then I would say it's amazing course. If you're not able to do that, then I would say it's questionable. Okay. Okay. Is it required to learn Java for Android development? Unfortunately, yes, but it's not the extreme kind of Java. If you're comfortable with function, loops, and a little bit about classes and objects, that's it. That's it. You are comfortable in going in Android development. There's no such requirement of hardcore concepts, extraordinary concepts in Java. It's just basic thing. Okay. Is Java knowledge enough for making apps? No. This is one of the things which uh, a lot of people are there who just believe and assume that only with learning the Java you'll be able to make Android apps. That is completely wrong. That is completely wrong. Because app development in itself is a different thing. You might be good in programming language, but there are a lot of concepts which does require you to have a basic core concept knowledge about app development. For example, dismissing the keyboard or bringing back the keyboard, or text labels, how you can bring up those text labels, how you can move information from one intent to another intent. This is not being given in Java. Yes, this is applied via Java, but this is not being taught in Java. So after getting the basics done with the Java, I always recommend to get started in app development. That will give you more overview of how the things are being done. Okay, I hope that answers your question, Rachit. Okay. Uh, Chitale, hi back. Pranjal says Java or Kotlin. I would say why not both? Why not both? Because once you're comfortable with Java, or even if you have basics of Java, learning the Kotlin is just a matter of a week, I would say. So why not both? You will be getting extraordinary jobs if you know both. So I always say that go for multiple technologies all the time. Okay. Okay, questions are being repeated. Which was your first language? Which project was successful? If I do remember, my first project that impressed me was in Python. I did created a GUI for aircraft set of tools that was pretty big, and I got really appreciated by a lot of information security community that you have created such a nice tool. That was one, but not a commercial success. Commercial success was one of the website which I designed in the WordPress and some of the PHP codes. That was for a marketing company in Canada that was humongously successful, and I really enjoyed there. So yes, you can say personally successful was Python and GUI based code in Aircrack. That repository is still there on my GitHub account. And the first commercially successful project that generated thousands and thousands of dollars was in Canada for a marketing company, a medical marketing company. So that was my first project. Thanks for asking. Okay, Umar Iqbal asks, which is good? Focus on develop big application or start making YouTube channel, websites, and Android application for earning? I would say once you're comfortable with developing big application, then only you should do anything because YouTube is not a thing where you can just come up and say anything. Because eventually you will run out of the topics, and I don't want you to happen with that because and once you have a knowledge of developing the application, a lot of domains, then it would be good for people to take knowledge from you. So I would say go ahead, get experience first, and YouTube is here. You can anytime get started here. Okay, I want to start my career in Selenium. I'm working in RFP coordinator. Please, could you guide me properly? Selenium is good. There is new one as well, Appium, which is far more amazing and mostly in demand. So it's like a Selenium, but for the apps. So go ahead, check out that. And again, I would recommend, although Selenium can be worked in Python as well as Java, but all of my friends who have told me about these kinds of things, and we discussed that, they always have recommended go for the Java. Java performs really well in Selenium. Python lags a little bit. Yeah, sometimes. Okay. Okay, let's pick up question. Which is best GUI language? There is no such thing as best or worst. It depends on what kind of purpose you are serving. You can make GUI apps in C++ using Qt or using Python, using tkinter or Java, of course, everybody knows it. Okay, so let's pick up a few more questions. Java or Swift? I know a lot of people are going to rant over this for me, but I am a Swift guy. I would pick up the Swift project. If I would be offered a project working in the Swift or Java, I would be choosing the Swift. And there are a couple of reasons behind that. Let me hear me out before ranting about it. Because what I have seen that the app that is being sent to the App Store, Apple App Store, are a little bit hard to being pushed there. While on the other hand, if you'll push your application in Android Store, it's easier to get there. What it does at the end of the day is making more rubbish and crappy app available on the Android and less crappy app and more polished app on the App Store. Also, one more important thing, the app that is being purchased and the app that generate the money is far more high in Apple environment because Apple users does buy more. So that is why the market where you can actually earn a lot is in the App Store, Apple App Store, and not in the Google Play Store. But again, if you want to reach wider audience, Apple market is little bit, I would say, smaller compared to the Android. So if you want to reach wider audience, your goal is not to make money with that app, then I would say I would be going with the Java and Android in that case. Okay, I hope this makes sense because I'm not being a fan of any language. I'm trying to just show you what is actual scenario here. Okay. Okay. Should we love the job or the company? I would prefer job any single day because I've seen a lot of universities and college what happens. A lot of college in a lot of colleges, companies do visit to you, and these companies just say, "Hey, this company is coming up to your college, and you have to get into interview." I don't like that. I don't like that because in that company, my role is not defined. I'm not being shown what I will be doing for what post I'm getting hired. It just companies coming up and everybody starts preparing for that and get sit in the interview. I don't like this concept because maybe you are looking for all the jobs who have to just answer a phone call and that's it. Well, I don't want to do that job. I want to get into a technical job. But again, it's a preference. Some people like to do and be talkative on the phone and just like that. If they want to do that, that's okay. For me, it's moreover a programming job. If a company is not telling me in advance what kind of job they are offering me, I would not look at them, whether it's a big giant or a small giant. I always look up what are the responsibilities they are throwing me at. Okay. So, Prabhitra Kumar asked Java or .NET? Java. Java there. In between Java and .NET, I would go for Java, not the .NET. Uh, where to start from, website or Android application? I would say web development because web development is something that can be learned quickly and it helps you to get a little bit more knowledge about Android application as well. Not directly, but indirectly, that knowledge is helpful. So I would say get start with web development. Okay. React Native with Redux on Windows, please. Hey, Jason. React is completely a JavaScript application. You write all of your code in a text editor and see that code on Chrome or maybe Firefox. Or some of you might be using Internet Explorer. I don't recommend that, but it's your choice. So it's not about Windows, Linux, or Mac. It's a completely independent technology, and already I do have a course for it, so you can check that out. Okay, so I'll take a little bit water break. In the meantime, you can hit that like button. This like button actually always shows me that you are loving the Sunday Lives, and we can probably spend a lot more time here. So do hit that like button. Okay, thank you so much for hitting that like button. I do really appreciate that. Okay, Kuldeep asked, Sir, how many languages are required for game development? Okay, now game development are variety of types, and I have no idea what kind of game development you are looking up for. If you're looking up for just a 2D stylish game, then you can go for HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. That can produce really good game using a lot of variety of game engines. And if you're looking for full-fledged 3D game, then C Sharp would be really good language in that case. And using C Sharp and Unity, you can really do design awesome games. But again, it depends what kind of game you want to look up. There are a variety of game engines on which you want to work, or you might want to choose up that. But C Sharp would be an amazing choice in that case. Okay, have you ever done network marketing? No, I haven't done network marketing. I have worked in one of the SEO company where I did managed a lot of Facebook ads for that company and also a few web page optimization that I did there. But again, no network marketing. So you think big data and Hadoop is the future? I think yeah, it has got really good scope. I don't work in that domain, but yeah, it's a good domain. Okay. How much time you get sleep? Hey Danny, I really cut short out of my sleep time. I know it's not healthy much, but again, I do really cut a lot of time from my sleep. But again, one time that I don't cut out is 2 hours of my exercise. I don't cut out that. I do spend almost 45 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes in gym, then 15 minutes in cardio, and almost 45 to 1 hour in swimming. So yeah, I don't cut out that time. It's really hard to manage sometime all these time zones and everything, but yeah, I try my best. Sleep time is around 6 hours to 7 hours, or maybe sometime less, depending on what kind of workload. But again, if I'm free or maybe roaming around, I may try to sleep for 12 hours or something, but that's a rare case. Mostly I do sleep between 6 hour or ish like that. Okay, so start from C or C plus. Depends. You can get started from both. Any would be good choice. All language are independent of each other. It's not like you have to learn C to get started with C++ or you have to learn C++ for Java. It's not like that. You can get started in any language without any prerequisite. Okay, how to increase profile value in CS for foreign universities? I have been invited by a couple of foreign universities. I did ask these questions and everything. They always tell me that it's not about what the profile is. We look for the candidate who is wide into variety of domains. If you're having a few media articles and everything, that is a plus one. But again, having a lot of projects really do help you to get there. Again, foreign universities do take a lot of thing for sports domain as well. Again, this is what they told me. Have tried app development in Kotlin. Not a full-fledged app development as a project, But I did work in the Kotlin for designing a couple of features for a company, and that's when I was first introduced with the Kotlin. And just after a few months, like 6 or 7 months, the Kotlin was officially introduced. So yeah, I did work there. What is the scope of UI development? Thinking to study that. Reply, please. Hey Gayatri, UI is the most essential thing nowadays. It used to be time when apps like even Flipkart was designed just like that without thinking much about the UI. But now every big company is hiring UI and UX developers. But again, if you are trying to get started in UI UX, make sure you do learn a lot of designing elements as well, like Adobe Illustrator, Adobe Photoshop, InVision, Sketch. These are really the essential. Do spend some time in Blasmic as well. I know these terms are not easy to remember. I know most of you will forget that, but you can write down as a notes. Blasmic is one of the tool that you might want to learn quite a lot. Sketch is another one. Photoshop, InVision, and Illustrator. After that, you can get to learn about the UI basic concept, because whatever you will be designing or thinking to design in the UI, you have to produce the prototype for that, and that prototype is only being designed in these kinds of graphic software. Okay, just practice and test your coding skills to get better. Yep, nice username there. Okay, which book to refer for Android development in India? Books. I have no idea. I haven't seen any kind of good book for Android development, yes. But I do recommend Packet Publication as well. They do have some really good book collections, so if you can find it there, go ahead, check them out. Okay, sir, I'm a biology student, so I can learn programming. Anybody and everybody can learn programming. It's not that you are from bio domain or commerce domain or anything like that. Anybody can learn it. It's completely independent of that. Okay. So React Native, basic knowledge required. In order to get started with React Native, I highly recommend to first brush up your skill with JavaScript, and not just plain vanilla JavaScript. Go ahead, get started with ES6. After that, although it's not much hardly required, but if you do have knowledge of React.js, it serves as an additional thing in the React Native, but it's not compulsory. JavaScript is compulsory, but React.js is not so much compulsory. But if you know React.js, it's really so much easy to jump into React Native. Okay. I completed BTech in 8 years. Congratulations, finally you have done it. I have learned HTML, Bootstrap, C language, and learning Python now, but with the span of time, I'm forgetting the stuff. Uh, it happens in the initial days that you forget a few things, so it's not bad to look onto the internet here and there for the syntax and then just getting started flourishly there. But yeah, you have to train up your mind to understand a lot of technology going on in there. It's compulsory. So train up your brain like that. Node.js, AngularJS, or JSON. It's no comparison, not a good comparison by bringing in JSON there. JSON is always going to be there in Android, in iOS, in React, in Node, in Angular, whatever you're doing, JSON is always going to be there. You cannot avoid it. So not a good comparison. Okay. Ionic or Java? Depends. If you're looking for a complete uh, native application, then Java would be good. Ionic can produce native application, but you know what? I would say if you love JavaScript, then go for the Ionic. If you love Android natively, then go for Java. Okay, a couple of spammers there. CMS or programming as a website. First go with the hardcore programming, going directly writing the code in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, then only jump into CMS. CMS is to help you, not to be completely dependent on that. So, okay. So it's almost 30 minutes live here. We have been doing really great with these Sunday live sessions. I hope everybody is enjoying these Sunday lives. I always try my best to take out a little bit time to spend with you. Sunday lives, I love them. I hope you do love them. Let's carry on. Okay. How can I get job in Java without experience? If the job is not there and you're not getting job experience, make sure you get project experience. A lot of people ask me, hey, suggest me some projects. There is so much thing around you. Make an application for billing system, make an application like Uber, make an application like Facebook or anything. Do anything. Just make sure these are a little bit complex project that uses database, login system and all of that. So go ahead, get started there. It's always good. uh, I'm learning Java, Android, and PHP at the same time. So, does it good for me? Depends on what kind of experience do you have. If you're just a beginner, I would say stick with one at the time. I would recommend Java and Android for the now. But again, if you're an experienced programmer, there is no such thing as you cannot do it. You can do that. Uh, okay, biomath is not barrier. You can code well. Yep, that's true actually, Joel. It's completely true. C. Hey Shiva, what can I say? A. Technologies to make website like Facebook. Facebook nowadays is using React actively. So yeah, bare core minimum basic HTML, CSS. But at the back end, Facebook is pretty complex. Some of their applications are still using MySQL. Some have been shifting to MongoDB. So it's a complex architecture now at the back end with the Facebook using a ton of technologies there. It's a gigantic project. Okay. So are there any alternative for making Apple apps if you don't have MacBook? You can go with the macincloud.com. It's a website which offer you Mac tools and projects and everything in the cloud, so you can use it in your browser. You do require a fast internet connection to work there, but if you're looking up to say that, hey, I will install that in virtual machine and everything, do read the Apple license agreement first of all. It says Apple softwares are only allowed and legalized to use in Apple hardware. If you want to go and get some trouble, then go ahead. Who am I to stop you? But again, do read the license and terms and agreement by yourself before believing me or any other person who is going to comment on your comment. So do read it yourself, and I can mark the line where it says Apple operating system and all those products designed by Apple are only meant to be run on Apple hardware. I can underline that line for you. But again, do read it yourself before believing anybody. Okay. Okay, computer science plus film industry. How it is possible? Oh my god. That is the most amazing comment or question I have ever seen. I have absolutely no idea how the computer science and film industry can be combined. And if you're talking about the film industry in India, that is something. But on a serious note, let's come back here. If you're talking about getting into animation industry and everything, then surely there are a lot of good animation things like Final Cut Pro and a lot of big things like Adobe Premiere Pro. These are used, and a lot of computer science students are being hired by companies like Disney and Marvel to do all kind of fancy stuff in their programming. So yes, it's completely possible. Okay. First step to take to start programming in Swift with no prior coding experience. Hey Austin, Swift is amazingly simple language. You don't have to be worried too much about it. I have seen a lot of programming language like Python, and everybody says Python is so simple and everything, but I believe there is no such simplest programming language as Swift. So you can check out learncodeonline.in. I do have a Swift programming course if you are from outside. Do ping me at my Facebook page. I do have a Facebook page. You can check that out. Ping me there. I can link you up with my other courses where I taught how you can make up 10 iOS application, and Swift is included there. Nikhil says, hello sir, what's going on? Hey Nikhil, how are you? It's going really good, really well. I hope you are doing fine as well. Hi there, sir. You're awesome. Please talk about data structure. Data structure reminds me because that we have started a blog at Learn Code Online. You can visit that learncodeonline.in/blog. And Arpit has written a really amazing blog on data structure. It's really short, precise, very amazing blog. So go ahead, check that out. And me and other people are trying to write and put more information in the blog. It's really amazing blog. Do check out for that for the data structure. Okay. Oh, is it required to learn Android for Kotlin? No, Kotlin can be used as a standalone language, but most of the people like to learn Kotlin after they are little bit good in Java and Android. Okay, how long you have sleep? Uh, the longest I would say maybe 12 hour, just like that. But most of the days I sleep just 5 or 6 hour ish. Okay, core Java or advanced Java depends on what you want to do. No, that's okay. You ever applied for Google and FB for a job? No, I have never applied that. I was offered a job at Amazon in the States for one of the project that I did in NS3, but I didn't took that job. I was not interested in going there for Amazon. No, I haven't applied, haven't tried there, but I have been offered pretty good jobs in a lot of good companies with good salaries, and I'm happy in doing the independent contractor thing with all those companies. So yeah, I'm happy here. Probably in the future I can think about it. Okay. Okay, what is so let where that okay, so questions are just blogging up. Hitesh sir, where did that went up? My question, I'm curious about screen technology. I hope this can change our current tech world. Screen tech, you might want to say about the LED and OLED panels, then surely it is changing. Blogging as a career, yeah, it's a good career, but it's really do require a lot of hard work and a lot of patience. Patience means a couple of years at least. It's a good career, and once you build up an audience, you can do an amazing thing with the blogging. But again, don't just go after money and making ads and everything. First, the foremost thing is to serve users. If your blog is having amazing content that readers do like to read, then again the rest of the money and everything comes side by side. Okay, it's an amazing career job. Okay, what is Flexbox? Flexbox is about to come on this channel as a free video series, so do wait for a little bit while. We will be starting the Flexbox, I think from Monday night or wherever I will be landing there. Depends on when I reach to the location. We will be starting on Monday or Tuesday maybe. But yes, Flexbox is the next thing that we are doing up. Ravi says, hey Tej, I'm 15-year-old Android and Windows developer. I want to join Microsoft. What tips do you have? And please, should I learn further? What should I learn further, please? It's really amazing that at the age of 15, you are having Android apps and Windows apps. Make sure you do push those apps into the App Store and Windows App Store. But as an app developer, I don't think so Windows is really doing well. So I would say focus a little bit more on Android. In the future, I would say try to learn as many tech as possible. A lot of people does this mistake that, hey, I want to go in Windows or Microsoft. I would be learning just .NET and all those Windows technology. No, it's not like that. Windows is not just working on that. Windows is working in a lot of things. So go ahead and learn as many tech as possible. Uh, have you done IIT? No, I am not. I have not done my graduation or anything from IIT, but I have been invited in IIT Bombay, IIT Guwahati, NIT Allahabad, and a lot of other IITs. I do forget. I have taken guest lectures there, a lot of them. I have worked as a couple of intern projects at IIT Bombay, and I have been invited to talk as a guest lecturer for there. I have been there quite a lot, and it's amazing to go there. I do love the campus of IIT Bombay, and especially they call their bus as Tum Tum and all these things. So I do love there. It's amazing. Okay. English is your native language. You can say that almost. English and Hindi both are my almost my native language. I don't have any trouble in them. I'm trying to make sure that I do learn more languages as well. But again, Hindi is basically my most native language, but I'm good in little bit good in English there. Okay. Okay, so let's flush that up. Okay. How to learn and practice web application penetration testing. I would recommend that web application penetration testing is something that you can practice on Hacker Earth, or there are a couple of other websites where you can test these applications. But the best testing that you can do is by designing any application. Testing others' application is something that you can do for sure. It's easy. But designing an application which is resistive for all those attacks is something that is extraordinary. So learn about web application designing and developing skills. Once you have done that, learn about penetration testing skills and then combine them together. Once these are combined, you will become an extraordinary talented person. Every organization would like to hire you because you know the basics of development, you have designed and developed some things, and you know as well as penetration testing skills. These are the kind of people which are required by everybody. Okay, so let's ask more questions. Okay, how much Java is required for learning Selenium? Not much, not much, just basic functions and loops. That's pretty much it. Sir, Python 3.6 to exe, there is a library which can does that. It's pretty easy, I forgot the name. Uh, okay, there is an interesting question by Saurabh. Is LCO secured? I would say it's fairly secure, but nothing is foolproof there. If people will try to just do and do that, they will be damaging the website. But again, we do have some filters there to trace back and the things. Uh, and yes, they may cause a little bit trouble at your home. So yes, a lot of preventive measures have been taken care so that we can track down the person who is trying to damage the website and can file a lawsuit against him. But yes, nothing is foolproof secure there. But yes, preventive measures are being applied there. Okay. So how to add AI in mobile apps? AI is something that you cannot directly apply. You have to prepare a framework or library for that. Luckily, Apple has done this for us. We will be making surely videos on that. Okay, that is an interesting question. Xbox or PS? I am a fan of PS. I love PlayStation. I just hate Xbox. Probably, I don't know why, but I don't like to play games on the Xbox. I am a PlayStation guy. I love to play PlayStation. I'm looking forward to upgrade my PlayStation. I do have PlayStation 3. I'm looking forward very soon to sell that out and will be buying a new one. So, yeah, I'm a PlayStation. Okay. So add remember me facility on LCO. Okay, that is nice suggestions. I'll surely look that out and we'll try to add that. Right now what I'm doing at LCO is I'm adding up a FAQ section so that simple questions that are being asked at LCO are answered directly there for related to course purchase and course access duration and everything. So yes, I'm planning to add that up. So FAQ section might come up maybe tonight. Okay. Is it possible to create server client application with Electron? Okay, that's interesting. I haven't checked that out. Is it possible to create client server application using Electron? But Electron is amazing. If you're looking just for a basic client server application like chat thing and everything, that is already being done by the Slack. Slack uses Electron. I think so. Or am I wrong? I have no idea. But yes, I think it can be done. Okay, what is difference between home developer and company developer? Company developer goes to company every single day, but home developer just sit back at any beach and can design that. Node plus React or Angular or what to prefer for web development? I would go for React. I'm a fan of React. There are a lot of reasons behind that, especially the React Native and Flexbox is there as well. So I would prefer React. Uh, how can I learn JavaScript and how long it will take, please? Hey Russell, go ahead, check out learncodeonline.in. I have an amazing course on JavaScript. You can probably learn that in a week and get started there. Sir, why we need C or C++ support in some application? Okay, some application are really exhaustive. They are so big, so humongous, especially the applications like Microsoft Word, Office. These are okay. Let me fix that. Okay. These are super big, humongous, that makes a lot of call to the lower level ground there with the resistors and everything. This is being done in C and C++. Okay. So console.log, thanks for reply. Okay, console.log, you are welcome. Cython, James George, you know what is the problem there? You always try to look for an extraordinary solution to do the simple job. Let's just say if you want to learn Python, go with the Python. If you want to learn C, go with the C. If you want to learn make Android apps, go ahead and learn the Java. Don't look out for too much of the alternate solutions. They are not good. Just go with the what most of the people are doing, because programming, you are doing an extraordinary thing in your life, that's okay, but in the programming you always have to stick with what is being best to design. If I will try to look up alternative ways, they are not going to perform really well. Surely you can try that out, but go ahead, don't look too much extraordinary there. Okay. uh, there we go. Sir, I want to learn Android and make it a career too. Any tip? uh, Learn as much as you can and make sure to create a lot of projects with that. This is super important. Sir, Python or Ruby? I would choose Python. Not a big fan of Ruby or Ruby on Rails. They are good platforms, by the way. They have done. I have seen some of the prototypes in Ruby on Rails. One of the prototype was being designed at IIT Bombay guys. They are now working for one of the investors from the Stanford. They have designed their first prototype in Ruby on Rails. I didn't like even the prototype. This was too much clumsy. But again, Ruby on Rails is a good platform. I don't like it much. Personal choice. Okay, Deepak says a small ABC or big caps ABC, small one. Big one looks like it's yelling at me. I would prefer small one. Don't know, weird reason, but that's okay. Job opportunities in public sector. This is not a channel to discuss for that. We are here to talk about programming and stuff, not about the PSUs, public sectors and their preparation. This is not. You're on the wrong channel, buddy. Can you tell the 10th percentage? What you're going to do with my 10th percentage? Fairly good, not so bad, not amazingly awesome. I was not the Sharma's kid who scores 99%, not like that. But I was not bad either. Okay. Sir, I'm about to complete your front-end development bootcamp course. What's next? Hey Yatendra, I would highly, highly recommend you to go ahead check out React JS course, which is again available at Learn Code Online. Or if you're learning at Udemy, that is also available there as well. This whole package of front-end development course and React JS will make you a complete full stack developer, and you will be getting a lot of job opportunities and everything if you push your projects on GitHub and apply to companies and all of that. So I would say React JS can be next thing. Okay. Okay, so questions are coming up and I'm not able to. Remember me, I made you a food website and send you, I made a better version and send you, but you haven't replied. I'm so sorry my email is flooded up and my inbox is flooded up. My Facebook comments are flooded up. I'm not able to cope them up. I'm really sorry for that. I'll surely look up for your link up. I'll check that out. But again, it's really getting hard for me to keep up with the emails and everything. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best. Okay. I'm launching my app on Play Store, but the ads, where did that went? But the ad looks bad and makes app feel bad in design. But I also want to benefit some. Any alternative? I just hate ads. And this is the reason why I don't put any ad on Learn Code Online. I want just a pure learning experience there. And that is why I don't use YouTube or any other such addish thing on my Learn Code Online. I want pure learning experience there. Yeah, you lose a lot of income if you don't place the ads there. But sometimes you just want to do it. I don't like ads much. Little bit ads are okay. It supports you, but I just don't use them much. Okay. Okay, so let's pick up a few questions. It's just going like ding, 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 ding like that. I'm not able to catch them up. It's 3:20 a.m. in San Francisco and I'm here. Hey, Watch, thank you so much. I try my best to launch a few live sessions with the time of states, because I know a lot of my state students do miss that and just complain me later on by messaging me that, hey, we missed your live session again. Why you always launch live sessions when we were asleep? There is a difference in the time zone. But again, when I will be traveling to further in the east, like in China or Japan, it is going to be a little bit problem for me to manage these lives, but I'll try my best. I'll try my best. Okay. Does most computer science university only teaches programming and never really teaches everything how computer works inside? No, Alan, it's not like that. All computer science universities only teaches about programming. What I have learned is it's a different domain. If you want to work more about the hardware and everything, you should be taking up electronics. I did learn a lot about registers, chipset, 8-bit, 32-bit, and all of that during my electronics. Some of the universities do a mixed curriculum there as well, so it's not like that everybody is doing just one thing. It's a different thing. Okay. So let's pick up. I started to teach my fifth standard son Python. Can you please guide me what should be the next after Python? I would highly recommend if you have a young kid, teach him web development first because he's going to enjoy web development far more because he'll be able to design small scale games and small scale website that actually he can see. And for the kids, it's far more important to see the product that they are designing just on the right side. So I would say teach him with the web development. He is going to really enjoy that as well as he's going to get started in the future. Once he's comfortable with the this web development, he can move into app development. I highly recommend if you can afford, gift him a MacBook or Mac Mini or something like that. I have seen at WWDC many young kids are getting up and launching their app on the App Store. Apple are sending them invites to join WWDC. So your kid can be next. So again, if you can afford Mac, then it's the job. Okay. iOS or Android or Windows? In the preference order, I would prefer iOS first. If there is no chance, then I would prefer Android. If there is only chance to work on Windows, I will not work. So okay, there is an interesting question. Do you like Dhinchak Puja songs? Come on, who can like that thing? You know, there are two types of things on internet. One are amazingly good, which grows up really like slowly and slowly, and there are some crappy things which grow just like from here to here, just like that. And that was not a music. That was not music, my dear friend. Uh, Check out, there was a viral video by Sonu Nigam where he sang the song by Dhinchak Puja, and that was music. That was pleasing to my ears. Uh, Again, personal choice, personal preference. Okay, let's. Deb Naik, Germany. Hello from India. I am planning to visit Germany as well, probably this month only. So, okay. Freelancing tips. Yep, we will be starting freelancing very soon. Freelancing tips video series. What is the future of HTML5 games? Will it be a waste of time if I learn it? Nope, it's not going to be waste of time. It is going to be there. Retro games are always popular. Sir, please tell me my name. You should be knowing your name. Gajjar Darshit. I hope I pronounced that correct. Uh, okay, I have been learning Android for about 6 months. Where should I head now? Make more complex app, which uses all the database, Firebase, Auth0 authentication, all of that. So go ahead, do that. Okay, so I have joined in your Python 3 scripting professional course. I need to know by completing this course, would I become Python developer or I need more? You will surely need more because that course is just clearing up the basics of everything about the Python. You need to explore more libraries and learn to implement them. That's what makes you a developer, okay? React.js or AngularJS, what should I learn first? React.js, and I think you will not need to learn AngularJS after that. Okay. Please make a series on ACM and CodeJam related competition. CodeJam, I will try, but that is not very specific because CodeJams are really hard. If I'll be making a series for that, I have to solve a lot of solution that is too much time consuming, and offering them for such a price rate is not going to be beneficial for me. If I'll be spending a lot of time in working that, I will probably run out of the money and then I have to work for a company, daily job. So it's really tough for me to do these kinds of things. Okay. Will AI replace the developer jobs? Nope, they are going to increase the developer's job. Okay, sir, create a video on time management, learning theory versus practical. Surely, surely. One thing I'm really amazing is managing time. After that, I'm good in coding. If you're not good in managing time, something that you cannot do much. Any giveaway when you got 50K subscribers? I don't like giveaways. We can host a competition based on which whoever is the best can get something in the giveaway. So hosting competition is my way of doing the things rather than just freely distributing the things. I believe that people who are worthy should get the things for free, not everybody. So yeah, we can plan. We are actually planning up some competitions, but yeah, giveaways just like that is not something I'm planning right now. I cannot trust on the future what it's going to be like. Again, this is right now. Okay, so this is being, I want to start ethical hacking, please. Okay, if you want to get started with ethical hacking, I do have an amazing and topmost rated bootcamp at Learn Code Online. It's complete ethical hacking and penetration testing bootcamp. Go ahead, check that out, check the content. Feel free to have a look at the entire curriculum, what is being taught, what is not being taught. Everything is transparent there. Okay. Please make an advanced Android course on Android Firebase. Yes, that is planned up. That is planned up. In fact, there is a plan going on in which I will be teaching directly starting from making an app. No basics at all because basics are already being covered. So I will try to make an Android course which just teaches you to make 3 or 4 apps which are far more complex and does require a lot of time. So yes, that is planned up. Okay. Programming books for giveaways. Yeah, we can think of that. We can think of that. Books giveaway is actually a nice thing. Oh, hacking course at LCO is the best course for beginner. Thank you so much. Yep, it's really amazing course. It's really hardly done. Hard work is being done there. So thank you so much. Uh, will love to use your app. Probably there are some other messages going on there. People are just chatting to each other, just like that. Any suggestion to improve coding in addition to you taking these courses? Make sure you make a lot of apps or make a lot of projects. That is one way and the only way to get good in project. So today we have spent a really amazingly good amount of time in these live sessions, almost 1 hour. So give it a thumbs up for spending 1 hour in a live session out of this really busy schedule. A lot of things are just pending up there, just right there. And still, I'm doing these live sessions here. So give it a thumbs up. Okay, Hitesh, how should we improve programming logics? I did made a video for that, and Yog, go ahead, check that out. 5 ways of improving programming logics is the video on this channel. Predefined CSS templates for website development. Yeah, that's a good choice. No, nothing bad in that. Okay. So, can we delete some users and make that 100 user only for free? Yeah, you can check that out. You can do that in programming as well. No need to use a Firebase for that. You can just put a condition there that only first 100 users are allowed to utilize these things for free. But if that is in-app purchase, you cannot do that. You cannot do that for in-app purchase. You can put some coupons things and everything like that, but you can do that in programming. Nothing big. Okay, so let's put up more questions. Is there a team behind LCO? Yep, a team is there behind LCO, but most of the job is being done by me at LCO. But LCO is being managed by a team, which is not just closely related to that. They are providing other services to other guys as well. So it's a complicated thing. It's a complicated thing behind the LCO. Okay. Some roses are being sent. And sir, MBA or MS for startup minded people. Startup minded people, I don't know. Okay, so my child is 10 years doing good in Blender by seeing YouTube video tutorials. He is good in Python. Is there will be long-term future in Blender or suggest any alternative? If he is good in Blender, I would recommend to go ahead and get him professionally trained in Blender. Give him some course from Udemy or something. But don't just rely totally on YouTube videos. YouTube videos are really amazing. I do like to watch them, just here and go and there. But they are not structured like that. So I would say go ahead, get him professionally trained. It's not really required to send him somewhere. Just buy some online course on Blender or something. Get him professionally trained. Okay, so a lot of session. Okay, so we have just hit the mark of 1 complete hour. Okay, there we go. Uh, okay, so a lot of personal questions. Dancing or singing? You may get a video of vlog of Egypt belly dancing on this channel very soon. There was a fun. I've done a lot of crazy stuff in the life, and we can talk about that. Okay, so give this video a thumbs up if you have enjoyed this complete 1 hour of this live session. I will try to make sure that we do these kinds of live sessions on every Sunday. I hope if you are new here, we do these kinds of Sunday live every Sunday, and I talk to you. Timing of these Sunday lives are being announced at my Facebook page, facebook.com/Hitesh Chaudhary page. You can also visit my website, hiteshchaudhary.com, or just write it on the Google, Hitesh Chaudhary. You will find me at the very top. So that's it. Okay, it has been really, really long. I have to get back to work. A lot of things is pending. A lot of packing need to be done and everything. With this, I would say bye-bye. I really enjoyed talking to you guys. Always, always, please tell me your daily routine. I will try to make that. But for now, I would say bye-bye to everybody. And I really thanks to everybody because you have come up all here. And bye-bye, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have enjoyed, don't forget to give this a thumbs up. And I'll catch you up in another Sunday live. And of course, make sure you also watch the Flexbox series, which is about to get started on Sunday or Sunday night, or Monday night maybe. So bye bye till then, and take care. Catch you up later.